Welcome to AI Verdict. So, what if an AI had a 10% shot at reaching human-level intelligence? Well, that's the absolutely extraordinary claim being made about xAI's next model, Grok 5. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise to see what's actually real and what's just hype. And yeah, that's a direct quote from Elon Musk himself. I mean, it's a claim so big, you just can't ignore it. But, in this super competitive world of AI, bold promises are kind of the name of the game. So the real question is, can they actually back it up? And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to piece together all the official confirmations, the insider leaks, and the hard numbers to build the most complete picture we can of what Grok 5 is really all about. Okay, first things first. To get to the truth here, we have to draw a really clear line in the sand between what we know is happening versus what's still just a rumor. So, on the official side, we know from a funding announcement back in January 2026 that Grok 5 is definitely in training. We've also got confirmation of that 6 trillion parameter target and a Q1 2026 timeline. But on the unofficial side, that's where things get really wild. We're hearing whispers of this reality engine and a massive 1.5 million token context window. I mean, these are features that could be total game changers, but for right now, they're still unconfirmed. So how do you even begin to build a model that can attempt to live up to that kind of hype? Well, it all starts with the architecture and the hardware. And honestly, the scale of what xAI is building is staggering. At its core, Grok 5 uses this really clever setup called mixture of experts. Think of it less like one giant brain trying to do everything at once and more like a huge team of specialists. When a task comes in, the system is smart enough to route it only to the relevant experts. And that right there is the key to making a model of this enormous size actually efficient. And this is the number that just defines the sheer scale we're talking about, 6 trillion parameters. You can think of parameters as all the little knobs and dials the AI uses to learn and make connections. And just for context, this is a full doubling of the size of their last two models combined. It's a huge leap. But look, having that many parameters is totally useless if you don't have the raw power to train them. And the hardware here, this is where things get truly insane. This model is being trained on a machine called Colossus 2. And what exactly is Colossus 2? Well, it's a supercomputer that houses over 200,000 high-end GPUs, which legitimately makes it the largest of its kind on the entire planet. To run that many chips, it pulls down 2 gigawatts of power. That's enough electricity to run a whole mid-sized city. And get this entire facility, located in Memphis, Tennessee, was built in just 122 days. So when people say the AI race is also a hardware race, yeah, this is exactly what they're talking about. Okay, so beyond the hardware, Grok 5 has two really unique data advantages. First, it's multimodal from the ground up, so it's learning from images, video, and audio all at the same time. But its real secret weapon is the live data feed from the X platform. This isn't just some static data set. It's a constantly updating, real-time pipeline of global conversation, news, and culture. It's an advantage no other AI lab can currently match, period. So, with all that scale and all that unique data, what can Grok 5 actually do that its predecessors couldn't? Well, the upgrades here look like they're way more than just small incremental improvements. We're talking about a major step up. I mean, this feature list reads like a wish list for AI developers. We've got native multimodality, which unifies vision and audio. Then there's that rumored reality engine for fact-checking, plus new safety guardrails. But the most ambitious new feature, by far, is a system of dynamically scalable agents. This multi-agent workflow, this is a potential paradigm shift. The whole idea is that instead of you having to micromanage every single step, you just give Grok 5 a complex goal, and then it automatically spins up a team of specialized AI agents, like a coder or researcher, whatever it needs, and they all collaborate to deliver a finished product. If this actually works as promised, it's a massive leap forward in automated problem solving. Okay, so with all this power, where does Grok 5 actually fit in? How does it stack up against the other giants like OpenAI's GPT-5, Google's Gemini, and Anthropic's Claude? Now, while we don't have official scores for Grok 5 yet, its predecessor, Grok 4, set an incredibly high bar. It set new records, scoring 50% on something called Humanity's Last Exam, which is this brutal puzzle set designed specifically to stump AI models. That performance really sets the baseline for what we should expect. It's pretty clear that all the top models are starting to converge on similar abilities. So the real competition now is in their strategic bets. Grok 5 is banking everything on its raw scale and that unique real-time X data. GPT-5 has OpenAI's massive developer ecosystem on its side, while Gemini and Claude have really built their reputation on being safety first, which makes them the go-to choice for a lot of big companies. So what does this all mean? Let's circle all the way back to those AGI claims and take a look at the bigger picture for the whole industry. Let's just be real about the AGI claims for a second. There is no single agreed-upon definition of AGI in the research community. So when a number like 10% probability gets thrown out there, it's pretty much impossible to evaluate scientifically. It's most likely a mix of aspirational marketing and some genuine ambition. And while Grok 5 is going to be incredibly powerful, crossing that threshold to true human-level general intelligence, that's still a monumental challenge. But honestly, beyond the whole AGI debate, a massive structural shift has happened that changes the entire game. And I think most people haven't fully processed it yet. In a record-setting deal, SpaceX recently acquired xAI. This is huge. It creates a competitive moat that no other AI lab has. It's not just about an AI model anymore. It's about an AI brain that can be directly integrated into self-driving cars, a global satellite network, and even rocket mission planning. This creates a feedback loop of data and real-world application that is just completely unrivaled. And this integration leaves us with a final and pretty provocative thought. Whether Grok 5 lives up to the AGI hype or not, it's now part of a much larger strategic play. And it raises a really fundamental question about the future concentration of technological power. What happens when one single ecosystem controls the AI, the car, and the global community?